Alright, so we just packed up and left the show at the Port City Volkswagen show. It was awesome. I had an absolute blast, hung out with some friends, and really was a laid-back, super friendly show. We got about a 3-hour drive southeast to Port Catoosa. Should be pretty leisurely. Right now the forecast is saying it's about a 50% chance of rain for both days we're down there. So hopefully we can get down there early enough today to get some riding in case we get rained out for the next 2 days. Just made it through Fort Smith, about an hour away from MT.Nebo, stopping at the store for some food, and looks like my plug fell out. Must have been dragging for a while. But van's doing pretty good. It's been running a little bit hot, so I'm gonna go get some food, let this cool off, and then I'm gonna pop the trunk and take a look at everything, make sure it's all good. They were definitely not kidding about this being steep. We are in 18 today. 18 is pretty flat. It's a kind of weird shaped site with it all sloping down here, wrapping around a couple other sites, but still pretty good. Well, the weatherman was wrong again. Sun's out, and looks like it's going to be a pretty good day. It might be a little bit rain around 9 o'clock, but weatherman could not have been more wrong about really this whole week. So we got pretty high hopes for tomorrow not raining too. All right, We saw a state park sign and thought it would be easier to just go up the road instead of riding like 2 miles in the other direction and then cutting back. We were wrong. This thing is very steep. Worst part is my bike's cassette and derailleur like got out of alignment or something, so I can't ride with the top like 3 gears. So I'm stuck in like 4th. So I'm pushing. Here comes old Clanky. Clanky Clanton. Times have turned. Alright. Pouring rain, thunderstorms and lightning outside our little cave. So we got about 3 more miles of straight climbing to go. But I think we're gonna wait out this storm for a little bit. Try not to die. We're climbing up the mountain. All right, we just got back from a mountain bike trip. It was about 10 miles full circle, and I think we had about 1,400 foot of elevation. We did both of the downhill lines and then the big loop to connect them. And we rode all the way back here. It's probably the most I've ever ridden my bike, and it did great. Clanton's bike held together pretty well, and about halfway through, we got caught in a little rainstorm there, and it definitely poured on us pretty good, but we found a little cave to hang out in for a couple minutes, and then once it started lightening up, we hightailed it back here. And I think it was about 2 hours of riding-ish. So, and everything's still dry. We had the AC running, so the AC is pulling some moisture out of the van, which is nice. We'll be able to hang up our clothes and our towels and dry them out a little bit. Leaving camp at a pretty good time. Fog just rolled in, so it's kind of getting wet and nasty out. Got about a 4.5 hour drive home, and we're gonna stop and fuel up the van. And it's been a wet week. Here's the view driving down the hill, leaving in the morning. I don't have any heat in here, so my defrost doesn't work. Really wishing it did at this point. So I'm mostly leaving it in second gear to make these turns. They are just crazy sharp, and they drop about 40 foot each one. Just filled up the van. The sun finally came out. We're about halfway home. 2 hours-ish left, and the van's been doing really good. We just had to fuel up on some diesel, and we're about to hit the road again. We've been cruising around 65 to 70 the entire time, pulling the trailer, passing people, and the van's been running great. So if it keeps up like this, then we're gonna make it home in no time. Alright, that's the end of this video. It was about a 600-mile round trip. The van did great. The weather held off for most of the trip, and all that's left now is to get the van ready for our next road trip out to New Mexico.